he's alive. He's okay. Actually, when he had passed away, when they were saying he was in critical condition, he had already passed away. Somebody from the hospital got in contact with me. One of the nurse's daughters, and she just was crying on the phone. She was crying. She was like, "Agent, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Nah." I'm like, "You tripping? He's not." She's like, "No, my grandmother's works at the hospital. He passed away. They put an X on his bag." Oh, baby. And I just hung the phone up. I'm like, "Nah, she's tripping." I had already knew. So once they said that he was dead on social media, I had already knew it, and it was just
right. You had to just take it in.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, I had to talk about this situation. For one, somebody in the comments told me about this whole NBA YoungBoy and Asian doll situation. Now, I don't know. I don't put it past the fact that she probably went to his house or in the studio or somewhere, because they did a song together, and 9 times out of 10 she could have just been over there innocently. All right, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I am I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna say maybe she was at his house, maybe she was at the studio, whatever it was. They did a song together, so 9 times out of 10 they probably was just kicking it. And it don't necessarily mean they was doing anything, but right now, like I said, I seen BOSSTOP when he said that Asian doll was actually at NBA YoungBoy house the day that Vaughn actually died, right? And I kind of dismissed it, and the only reason why I dismissed it because I'm like, all right, I did a couple Asian doll videos already, and not to mention, if you don't see what's going on already, it's getting kind of annoying to say and keep reiterating the same thing and trying to show y'all proof of what's really going on. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't, right? But this time, I think we actually caught this girl in her lie. Yeah, and like I said, I wasn't going to do a video until she slipped up and made a post on her Instagram story. And I said, aha, there it goes. It's clear as day. And we still got the story post. And shout out to, I gotta see the blog that actually posted, because they actually caught it. I seen it, but like I said, I kind of ignored it. But once I seen her story post, I said, oh my, yeah, we got her. Now, first off, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say that she was at NBA YoungBoy house 100%, because nobody really knows if it's facts. Right now, it's just he say, she say. But what I will do is, I'm gonna point out a few flaws in her story that'll show that things just ain't adding up from her initial story, right? That she said in the first, like when it first kicked off, to now. And I'm gonna let y'all decide if she's telling the truth or not. All right, so make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content, man. Now let's get straight into it. Okay, like I explained in the BOSSTOP video previously, right? Her and BOSSTOP in the beginning, they was all buddy. And then something transpired, I think, behind the scenes that we don't know, because out of nowhere, BOSSTOP and Asian doll went from being on the same side to out of nowhere throwing subs at each other, and suddenly Kayla and BOSSTOP was best friends. Alright, I don't know if y'all peeped that, but y'all remember in the beginning when she was telling BOSSTOP go snatch their chains, they ain't real right. Mind you, he was there at the scene as well. So it's very messy, but you had to be in the forefront. You had to be in the beginning to understand everything that's now going on. And once again, I'm always shout out Gala Hagen, shout her out, because at the end of the day, she said everything that's going on right now. So like I said, you got to catch up. If you wasn't paying attention to what's going on, you got to go into the videos and check Gala Hagen videos out and see what she said, and now see what's playing out, right? But anyway, Asian doll deleted her story post. Now, I seen it when she first updated it, but I wasn't like by my computer, so I figured I'll get back to it. But immediately, I was going to make a video, because if y'all notice, her story actually switched. All right. In the beginning, when it all popped off, she explained how she was one of the first to know, and the reason she was the first to know was because one of the actual nurses, right? Pay attention. One of the actual nurses that was, I guess, performing on King Von, their daughter is the one that called her first. And she was crying hysterically on the phone, saying, Asian, I'm sorry. Oh, I know you feel but Vaughn died. Right? So she's saying she got the news first from the nurse's daughter. Now check this out. A few things, right? How in the world, out of everybody, out of all the family members, all right? Out of all the family members that Vaughn has, out of the people that's around his mother, father, well, not his father, but y'all know what I mean, cousin, sister, cousin, whoever, out of all the people in the world, they decide to call Asian Doll. Not to mention, not the nurse, but the nurse's daughter. You see what I'm saying? Now, first, another thing. How did the nurse even get your number? Out of all people, how did the nurse even get your number? Because you can't just get celebs' number like that. You see what I'm saying? How did the nurse's daughter get Asian Doll's number? So two things. How did the nurse or nurse's daughter get Asian Doll's number? And out of all people, number two, why did they call Asian Doll instead of this man's mother, instead of his cousin, instead of his sisters, instead of his boys, anybody else, but they call Asian, right? All right. Not to mention, if y'all look, right? If y'all pay attention to that video with, what was it? The Taraji P. Henson, her show. Look at Asian Doll's face, man. Look at her eyes, man. Like I said, I don't know if y'all know body language, but I'm very big on body language. First of all, not one tear came down. She's just wiping her eyes, right? And like I said, it's all in the eyes. Not one tear came down. Her eyes don't even seem like she's serious. Look at the body language. Look at her energy. Yo, let me tell you, if this happened to somebody that you're close with, if somebody, God forbid, very close to me pass away, especially a spouse, I'm going to feel it. I'm going to be hysterical. You're going to see it. You're going to know it's genuine. It's not going to be no 50-50, no ifs, ands, or buts. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, she tried to cover it all up. You see what I'm saying? Because maybe she didn't know that the clip of Taraji P. Henson's show is actually out there. But I think this is why she actually sat there and deleted the story post, because that's another thing. She tried deleting the story post. It wasn't up there. It sat up there for a little while and then boom, it was gone. The story post about how a family member called her and she was at her family's house, and then as soon as it happened, she cried, and then she went over the King Von house where his family sat and cried. But she said the nurse's daughter is who called her first. So which one is it? Is it the nurse's daughter, or was it one of his family members? You see what I'm saying? Pardon me, y'all. And then she says this, right? Because now I'm paying attention to everything that's going on. And I think either her Twitter post, she says, quote, "These lies make me not give no F. I'm not arguing back and forth," right? She says that after explaining herself. So if you don't care and you're not going to argue, why explain yourself in the first place? Why explain yourself in one stanza to follow that by you saying you're not going to explain yourself? I'm going to tell y'all one thing, right? Because if you don't care and you're not going to argue, you just not going to pay no mind. It's water under the bridge. It's like, you know what, that's the internet. You know when somebody say something stupid to you or about you on the internet, that's the internet. They weird. But no, I'm going to tell y'all what that is. When you explain yourself excessively like that, that's guilt. When you explain yourself excessively like that, you're lying. That's what you're doing. Guilt will eat you up. When you know you lying and that guilt is built inside and you know that people are starting to catch on, guess what? You got to defend yourself. You have to. Because mentally it'll eat you up. Emotionally, physically. You could try to hide it physically a little bit, but mentally and emotionally it'll mess with you to the point where you can't hide that. You can't hide that because it's going to stick with you inside. Your subconscious is going to get to you. You see what I'm saying? No matter how much you try to hide it. And this is why these people always explain themselves. Like, you know, when you tell them the truth, like I said, you don't care what people think. You don't care what anyone says. This is what it is and that's that. If y'all believe me, y'all believe me. If y'all don't, go ahead with yourself. You don't even feel the need to explain. I'm going to tell you this one time. That's it. If you don't believe me, that's on you. It's when you lying is when you try to go hard to explain yourself and try to have people on your side. When you try to prove people wrong. When you go out your way to try to prove people wrong, that says a lot about you. That means you got something going. I mean, that's at least how I judge people. Perfect example, right? Just like Dirk. He had to mention in his song that he didn't sacrifice Vaughn. He had to put it in there. You know why? Because it was eating him up. But like I said, it all goes back to when you're lying. When you lying and you feel people are catching on, you have to somehow deflect from the truth. You gotta cover it up. Before your spot get blown, you gotta like try to, you know, derail from the truth. That's usually how it goes. Come on, anybody that actually lies, whether you in a relationship, you know what's going on. You lying to your woman, whatever the case may be, and I'm not promoting that, but we all been there. When you lying to your woman or your man or whatever it is, and you gotta sit there and you gotta go the extra mile because you want them to believe you, opposed to where when you actually tell them the truth, you don't care what they say. Yo, this is what it is. This is what it is. I don't care how you feel. This is what it is. You don't believe it, that's on you. But when you're lying, you go the extra mile. You want to start showing your phone. You want to start calling people, yo, wasn't I with you the other day? You see what I'm saying? And I don't care what no one says, right? Once you hang with an op, because this is another thing. Everybody, oh, Asian loved him. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. It's certain points and certain lines that you just don't cross. And once you hang with an op, it's over for you. That's a deal breaker. I can't trust you. How am I supposed to trust somebody, right? That is hanging out with someone who I have real beef with. Mind you, King Von and NBA Youngboy, they really didn't have like no real beef because they really didn't know each other. But that's what it was made out to seem. So by you actually going on this man's side, knowing that we have issues, what are you saying? There's certain things you just don't come back from. I don't care. It's like a friend you got. You play with them, right? Yeah, we play around, but guess what? There's certain lines that we know that we do not cross. It's certain things that we know there's no coming back from. I'm not going to tell my man suck my all that weird stuff because guess what? There's no coming back from that. Those are fighting words. Dudes die over that. But like I said, it's like being in a relationship. Once you call the cops on you fellas, y'all know it's over. Once you call the cops, once you jeopardize my freedom, it's over. Chilling with the ops, you pretty much jeopardizing my life. You know why? Because you know my phone number. You know my house locations. You know my family locations. And I don't have the time to sit here and wonder if you told them or not what's really going on. So I got to cut you off and move cautious now. And like I said, y'all, I can't tell you whether she was at NBA Youngboy house or not 100%. All I could say is there's flaws in her story that are not making sense. And it's out there. It's in the internet. That's the beauty about the internet. You got to watch what you put on the internet because guess what? You think you deleting it. It don't delete. Either somebody caught it. We live in the world of YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. You could save people lives and all that. We living in that environment now. So at the end of the day, you can't delete something and think it's gone. Nah. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I can't tell you she was over there, but something isn't adding up. Something ain't making sense. And honestly, I don't know. I can't even say that. But I know she's definitely spiteful. If she did that, I can't put it past her. I could see her doing something like that just to be spiteful. That seemed like the type of person she is. I mean, she went as far as doing a song with him, video. Come on, you can't put it past her. And y'all gotta remember, I don't like. I don't care what happens between a couple. You could be mad or whatever. There's just certain lines you don't cross. And once you do, it's no coming back from. Simple. Vaughn used to antagonize his own sister and label her op because she used to hang with the other side. Mind you, he's not 100% from O Block. He was just there for a long time. So a couple of his ops, he actually knew himself. But at the end of the day, he made his mind up. Once I left there, I don't know y'all no more. I claim this is what it is. Y'all ops now. So that's how serious he was on it. To the point to where his sister was cool with the same people he was cool with, and she continued to hang out with him. She an op too. So just imagine. What makes you think he won't cut Asian off? If he willing to cut his own sister off. And I honestly feel the only reason he still mess with Kayla is because he can't fully cut her off. That's family. You know how that go. You know how you got family members you hate to death, but y'all gotta go to cookouts together. Y'all gotta see each other because y'all gotta come together for Christmas time, going to grandma's house for Thanksgiving, all that. That's all that was. But he don't gotta do that with Asian. And also, I don't know how big y'all are on astrology, but I'm a Leo, right? I'm a Leo. And Vaughn was also a Leo. So some of his ways and how he moved, I kind of can relate because I know exactly how it is, especially being a Leo. You see what I'm saying? We're very ego driven. We're very competitive. We don't like to be played. We take things to the furthest extent when we feel like we being played. So his character and all, I understand, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, right? As Leos, no matter how much we love or have love for you, we will cut you off in a heartbeat. we will even, yo, listen, we will want to talk to you so bad. We will even miss you. And still not talk to you ever again because of our pride, because our ego. You must have did something to us, or we probably did something, but the fact that you're not reaching out to us, we're not going to strike up a conversation and reach out first, no matter how much we miss you. That's how it. And I'm telling you, man, whatever she did, that situation where she went and chilled with NBA YoungBoy, Vaughn may not have expressed it, but I'm telling you, that took him to the deepest end. And at that point, she was over. Trust me. But like I said, man, a lot of people, they say he loved Asian. I won't dismiss that. I won't say that he didn't. But that thing she did right there when she went with NBA YoungBoy, I'm telling you, that left a sour taste in his mouth, and that's why he cut her off. She crossed that line. It's over. So as far as going to NBA YoungBoy house, I'm not sure, but her story is shaky. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments below. Let me know if y'all feel that she really went to NBA YoungBoy house, or maybe they were just kicking it, or maybe she definitely wasn't with him and she was actually at her family house like she said. Who knows? But y'all let me know, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as y'all keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.